Hey everybody, how are you doing? Let me know if you can hear me okay in the chat. Got my earbuds in. How's everybody doing today? We are going to be doing sprints still. I'm getting phone calls. Of course I'm getting phone calls right now. You put on the comments. Thank you, Regina. Hey, I hope you have your iPad out and ready. We are gonna do sprints, so if you want to write, you can write. But I'm going to be just in between. I'll give some tips on how I did my emotes. And there's a lot of different ways you can do them. So don't feel like you have to do it the way that I did. But I spent most of last week doing them. And I had such a good time doing them that I had a few people ask me on other streams how I did them. Especially using the iPad, it's a little bit different if you're using the iPad and Procreate. Because the shrinking is a little bit different, and just some tips and tricks. And if you're doing emotes of a darker complexion, there's some things you might want to do a little bit differently also. So let me get that thing off real quick because we don't need it. There we go. All right. And let me go ahead and really quick say hello to everybody in the chat, and then we will get started. Hello, Emmanuel. How you doing? I'm glad you're here. Hello, Regina. Yeah, you're finally here for a midweek write. I'm so glad to see you. Of course, I always enjoyed chatting with you, no matter whose chat we're in on whatever live stream. It's always a pleasure. Hello, Charlie. How are you doing? Yes, we're saying hello. Mallory, hi. I've got nothing done today. Oh, no. And I believe it or not, I'm actually okay with that. Good. All right. Okay. Trying to make yourself work tonight. Good. Then we will get things done. Let me know. Are you going to be writing tonight? Or are you going to be drawing? Are you reading? What is it that you need to get done? Are you working on a pre-nano camp project? Or what is everybody doing? Let's see. Thank you, Regina. Yay, Aphrodite. I'm so glad you're here. All right, Aphrodite, I don't know if you're going to be working on your computer or on an iPad or on another tablet. So hopefully you have an app that has layers where you can do the layers you need to be able to do, get rid of the background. So that's going to be part of it. If you don't, your emote is going to have a background if you can't do those layers where you can get rid of the background layer. All right, because on mine, this is what your background layer looks like. And most of you know how to draw and have used some drawing apps, so you know what I'm talking about. So remember, if you need to draw on a background, before you save it, you will need to save it in PNG form without the background, okay? So that's number one. It's very important if you want an emote with no background. Oh, and we do have a lot of comments. Let me get to everybody really quick. Thank you. That is literally... That's my hydrate emote. So this is what I almost always have, this one or a smaller one that's always got ice and water in it. So if you are on my Twitch, if you're watching from Twitch, please don't make me do anything crazy so that we can get some work done. But I'll hydrate, I'll stretch, I'll do all of that. But I do need to get work done, and I think you guys want to get some work done too. And I need my glasses because the light is bright. I'm going to apologize ahead of time. You guys are going to see the ring light. I'm going to apologize, but I need them to get some of the blue light off. So sorry about that. Hopefully it doesn't bother anybody too much. Someday soon. Okay. And then if you're working on your computer, that's perfectly fine, or on a tablet, as long as hopefully whatever application you're using will give you those layers. If not, that's okay. You'll have an emote. You're going to make the emote as big as possible. So just try to make your emote cover as much of the screen as you can. That way you'll only have a little bit of background. Okay. If you're working on an app that doesn't give you the option to get rid of that back layer. So don't worry. That's one trick that I figured out. I have it where I can take off the background, but I was curious about that. So that is an option. So don't worry. I'm going to learn emotes, also edit my videos. Cool. Yes, I've already done my emotes and I'm happy with the way they came out. So while you guys are working on emotes or writing, I've actually got a video that I've got to edit tonight so I can post it on Friday. So I'm right there with you. But I had so much fun doing the emotes that I'm like, I want to tell everybody, if you can draw just a little bit, you can try to make your own emotes. They won't look like the professional ones that you pay for, but that's okay. Especially if your emotes are going to have a look that fits your channel, like you did that. So that's awesome. I know how to get rid of, okay, good. This I'll be writing. It's the first draft of the first book of my new Ooh, nice. Yay. I love first drafts, like something new. It's very exciting. So I'm very excited for you. Ooh, I'm plugged in, so my cord, I'm plugged in, so my cord's a little bit twisted. So my son says sometimes it's going to switch from Wi-Fi to the Ethernet cord. So sorry if I freeze up for a second. That's all that is. I need to get a new cord and I will do that. But the camera looks better when I'm plugged in and everybody's streaming. I've got like my nephews and my daughter are downstairs streaming on a game. So if I try to go straight Wi-Fi, I'm going to look all fuzzy. So I'm going to apologize ahead of time for that. But you know, summertime, they're having fun and they're sucking up all the bandwidth. StreamYard did a jump, so I'm trying to go back and find the comments that it's missing. So I apologize if I miss anybody. Hello, Charlie. Maybe procrastinating with drawing the stream too. Yeah, it's so distracting. All last week, I'm like on everybody's like writing streams. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of making emotes and I'm not sorry. Oh, cool. Look at that. Hey, you guys. And I don't have my thing pulled up. Hi. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Hey, guys. Thanks for coming over. Yay. Thank you so much. I forgot to pull up my thing, so I didn't even get to see the raid. Oh, man. So I missed it. But you guys are here. I see you on StreamYard now when you're posting. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm so glad you came by. Hopefully you'll stay and hang out with me for a little while. Yes, the Leo Knights have raided. Woo. See, that's the thing I like about Twitch. Everybody's always like, what do you like more about Twitch or YouTube? And I'm like, YouTube, I'm used to, but Twitch, you can have so much fun. Twitch is like a little party, and we can raid people and have a good time. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Kat, for the raid. I appreciate it. Me over on Twitch browsing through your emotes. Oh, cool. Charlie's just switched over to look. You guys, thank you. Hello, Sans. How are you? All right. Yes. Oh, Aphrodite's over on Twitch too. So you got to see the raid. You got to see everybody come in. I don't have as much stuff pulled up because I've got to edit a video. And I was like, can I do this without pulling it up? And now I'm like, darn it, I wish I had it pulled up because I wanted to see the little thing. But you guys are awesome. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Tom. Those are all of my other buddies over on Twitch. I love to go on their live streams. Kat does knitting and gaming and writing, and she does art vendor. She's so much fun. And Charlie, they are just a delight. Charlie is full of all kinds of world building information. You guys, if you're not following them on Twitch, please do. They're just a lot of fun to hang out with if you need to write. All right, so if you know how to draw, I'm ready to start my first sprint. I'm going to try and start right at the 5. So hopefully everybody knows the application that they're either using on their laptop or on their tablet or on their iPad. Go ahead and get in, and you're going to want to start on a 500 by 500 pixel. Yes, 500 by 500 pixel. I know that's small already, but here's the thing. The bigger that you draw it, the more it's going to pixelate down. So you want to start on the smallest square that's comfortable and you can get a good looking picture. So I did draw my emotes out on a large thing because I wanted to know what I wanted them to look like. So I drew them out on a regular scale, but then I took them over and put them onto a 500 by 500 pixel background and redrew them out. So draw them out how you want them to look. If you are doing a paler or whiter skinned emote, you're going to want to do the highlights and shadows, make nice and big highlights and shadows around the chin, under the neck. And you're going to want your emote to take up as much of the background as possible. So just like that. This one I think this one gets a little bit bigger when I scale it down, but you can have it literally. It's like this now because I wanted to make sure she was all the way in, but as I shrank it down, the hair on the edges actually come out of the frame a little bit, and that's okay because the most important thing is not my emote's hair. It's that you see the cup and whatever the facial expression is. So if there's no cup or no object, the facial expression is the main thing that you're trying to get across on your emote. So you're going to want to make it as big as possible, starting on the 500 by 500. And if you're on something like GIMP or Photoshop, you're going to have a lot easier time scaling it down. You can reset here in Procreate too, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to use the resize. It's going to pixelate it way more. So we're not going to use that here on Procreate, okay? So on Procreate, we're going to actually have to go through a little bit of a process. It's a little bit more time consuming than just going up and resizing, which normally that's what you would do. But because we're going to take it down to 28 pixels, I think, you don't want to do that. That's why we're starting at 500 by 500, really, really small. You can, if you're comfortable, take it down and do it on a 200 by 200. But 200 by 200 is already a little bit pixelated. So I think 500 by 500 is what most people do theirs at. So that's what you want to do. All right. So if you guys are ready, I will read some more comments when we get back. If you're editing a video, I'm going to be editing a video, or if you want to go ahead and get your picture drawn out, remember, if you already have it drawn out, put it on a new background. You're going to save it, open up a 500 by 500 and move it on to that 500 by 500 and then retrace it. Okay. So that's tip number 1, and we'll get all the way through it. I hope you guys are ready to work. We're a tad behind, but that is okay. We will go ahead and start with a 15-minute sprint then. Since we're a little bit behind, we won't start with a 20. All right. I hope you're ready to get some work done. I know I am. Here we go. right. How did you guys do? Did you get any writing done? Did you get a picture drawn? Let me know in the comments how it went. All right, we had a few more people come in, so give me just a second. And I have everything kind of crunched up right now so that I can see the StreamYard, not the StreamYard, but so I can see StreamYard and see Twitch, because there's a lot going on over on Twitch. And so if you're over on Twitch, Laura is running a poll. It's my first time doing a poll. I'm glad it worked. I was like, I know I've seen this, so let me find it really quick. And it worked. So yeah, I'm very happy. And I hope she's happy. So go ahead, if you're on Twitch, do the poll. Let her know what you think so that you can get some ideas. Laura does amazing short stories. Or actually, they're flash fictions is what they are. So they're like very, very short. She's very good, incredibly talented. Let me see if I can find where we were at in the comments. Grayson, hello, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. All right. Regina learned how to resize on the new canvas this morning, so perfect timing. Yeah, that way if you've already got your picture drawn and you drew it like we all do, we like to use the biggest canvas possible. That's not going to work for doing emotes. So go ahead and take whatever you drew, go ahead and put it on a 500 by 500 and then retrace it so it looks as good as it can on the 500 by 500. Like I said, if you're doing a lighter skinned emote or a white person emote or something that's very pale, you want to go ahead and do those shadows underneath the chin, underneath the neck, maybe some shadows under the hairline. Wherever you do your shadows at, you want to go ahead and do that. And for me, because my emote is a darker skin emote, I did highlights. So my main thing is highlighting on the cheeks and versus doing the shadows on the chin, because it's going to be so small that it's going to pixelate a lot. And I just didn't want the colors to end up running into each other once we get it really pixelated. And it's going to be pixelated. There's not going to be anything that you can do about it. They want them at like 112. I'll tell you guys what the other sizes are, but all the way at 50, 112, 56, and I think 28 are the sizes that you're going to have to get these down to. So yeah. And then some people do not do the dark outline. I kept my dark outline, so my outline is black. But you can take your outlines and make it closer to whatever the skin tone of the emote that you're doing. So you don't have to do black outline. But I was doing mine. Mine has black hair and the skin's already dark brown. So I just went ahead and left mine. Also, it looks more like the style of comic that I draw. And so I want my channel to, since I'm doing it myself, I might as well let my channel kind of look the way that I want my channel to look. So my emotes have my aesthetic, if that makes sense. So it depends on what the aesthetic that is that you're going for. You don't even have to make real looking people. You could just do smiley faces or clouds or ghosts or whatever you want your emotes to look like. The main thing is that you're going to want to have eye expressions and mouth expressions. Some people don't even do the nose. I went ahead and did the nose because I like doing the nose. And again, I wanted mine to kind of look like my aesthetic, but I didn't do a very big nose. So the nose is very small. The main thing is the mouth, the eyes, so that you can see the expression, and making it big so it covers as much of that 500 by 500 as possible. And remember, we're going to shrink it down from 500 by 500. So if you want to go ahead and get your whole picture in there, as we start shrinking it down, your image is going to cover up more of the canvas. So don't worry about that. If hair is going to get cut off, maybe arms will get cut off, depending on what you want in the frame. So don't worry about any of that. You guys are going to do just fine. And don't worry about if your pictures don't look perfect. These are just practice. These are my first emotes that I've ever done. So sorry if they don't look perfect, but I'm incredibly happy with them. I'm like super thrilled. Let's see, where are we? Grayson is saying howdy to all the folks. Aphrodite was saying hi to Grayson. Charlie said sweet. Okay, so this is where Laura was asking about the poll. So the poll is ran, and I don't know how much longer it has on the poll. So if you haven't answered and it's not done yet, go ahead. I know I put it on for 10 minutes, so you might have a minute left. Let's see. Oh, Vicky says that Twitch is being weird, so they're coming over to YouTube. This is why I like to simulcast, because sometimes it's YouTube that's acting up, and you can hop over to Twitch. Sometimes Twitch is acting up, you can hop right over to YouTube, and I'm here. All right, so that was Laura's poll, and I will go. Tiny Shivers won. All right, you guys, awesome. Yay, I hope that you're happy, Laura, because that was the original title. Wow, so you probably had it right in the first place, so that's awesome. Aphrodite is doing what we said, we're pulling double duty when you're on both Twitch and you're in the stream, or you're also on YouTube, whatever you're doing. So that's awesome. So glad. Okay, so what do I do after I get the art done? How do they become emotes? Okay, so everybody's got your art done. If you are, if you've got it, do you have it down to the sizes yet? You're going to resize next. Your 3 sizes that you want, I believe, are 112 by 112 pixel. Everything in PNG, get rid of your background. If you're in an app that lets you get rid of the background, go ahead and get rid of the background. You're going to reduce down to your 3 sizes. So if you are using another app, something that's on your computer, if you're using GIMP, or if you're using Photoshop or anything like that, they're really good. You can go ahead and start resizing. Go down to 200 first, and then take it to 112. If you are on the iPad, after you have your image drawn, you're going to save it. Go open up another. You can scale it down, but don't. It's Procreate, unfortunately, does not reduce the size as well as Photoshop. So that's why it's a little bit more of a process when you're on on Procreate in particular. I have not tried it with. I also have Clip Studio Paint. I haven't tried it on there yet, so I don't know. But I did do one on GIMP, and GIMP does reduce a lot better. It still pixelates, but it reduces naturally a lot better than Procreate. But I love Procreate. Procreate's just so convenient. Having to do this little process to get it to shrink down is worth it. So you can go in and do the resize, but don't. Okay, don't do the little arrow resize. Save it, and then open up another file. Save it, then go ahead and open up, back to gallery, come on. Go ahead and open up. I went to 200 by 200, and you can see it's going to start pixelating. Once I took it down to 200 by 200, I went ahead and I outlined mine in white. You do not have to do this if you don't want to. I did because it's going to show you what your emote looks like on the background of a white or night. If they have the light thing on, which I always have dark mode. So it'll show you on without dark mode and with dark mode. If your emote is dark, it's going to be really dark and harder to see against the dark mode on if someone's watching Twitch on dark mode. So that's why I did a white outline. You do not have to do a white outline, but your picture will pop a little bit more if you do that. You don't have to. So the next step, 200 by 200, save all of them in PNG, individual PNG files. If you do a bunch of them, save them all individual PNG files. And then the next step is take it down to the 112. And you can see it gets more and more pixelated every time. But if you had it in the 500 and you just automatically took it down to 112, it's going to be way more pixelated than this. I did it and I could tell the difference. This is a lot less pixelated doing this slower process. So that's why we do it that way. Then same thing, save it like this because you're gradually taking the pixels down. Save it like this. Save each one, however many you do. Save individual PNG files when you save. Now, if you're doing this on a computer, just save each one. Save it at 112. You're going to save it at 56 next. And so that at 56, you see how much more pixelated it is. Trust me, it looks good from what I'm seeing, but that's because it's meant to look like that. But what I'm seeing and what you're going to see is that your picture has become incredibly pixelated. Yeah, okay, on the bigger the screen, the more I can see it. That's how pixelation works, I guess. And then you're going to do the same thing. Save them all, PNG, no background. And then your next step is to take it all the way down to a teeny tiny 28 by 28. And that's what it's going to look like. And it still looks like what it's supposed to when it's on a small screen. And you guys can see, if you go over to Twitch, you can see what my emotes look like. Once you shrink them all the way down and they're teeny, teeny, tiny, they're like so small. But it looks like what it's supposed to look like. So don't worry. And it is a little bit pixelated. You've seen people's emotes. They're slightly pixelated, but they're so tiny. Nobody cares. But that's how you get it. If you're using the iPad and you're working in Procreate, that's how you get it a little bit less pixelated. Just taking the process nice and slow, nice and slow. All right. So you guys, if you're ready to do that, let me go through a few more comments and then we'll do another sprint because I've got some work to do and I know you guys have work to do too. Yeah, I like the white outline too. Yeah, I did it both ways with and without the white outline. For me, definitely the white outline won hands down. So I was very, very happy with the way that looked. All right. So we are just a tad behind, but that is okay. We are getting ready to start on our second sprint. I hope you guys got a lot of tips. Ask me any questions. If I've tried it, I will let you know. So go ahead and start. If you're drawing and you're working on your emotes, go ahead and work through that process. It's a little bit of a process if you're on your, if you're working in Procreate. It's going to take you a minute to do that. Okay, now that it's the right size, then what? Okay, so now you're ready to get them over onto Twitch. Is that what you're asking? You have all three of the sizes that you need? You're going to go onto your Twitch and go under your stream, not stream manager. You're going to go on. Yeah, I think it's under stream manager. All right. And I don't want to click out of this. Let me open up another one so I can get you right to the right place. So if you go onto your Twitch Under your little avatar, you have channel, video producer, and creator dashboard. That's where you're going. You're going to creator dashboard. After you get to creator dashboard, you are going to go to content. Mm-hmm. All right. So you're gonna, are you already an affiliate? Because if you're not an affiliate yet, I don't know. Let me go back onto StreamYard so that I can see you. I just realized. All right. So Aphrodite, let me know if you are already an affiliate. We're going to do another sprint. No, just started. Okay, let me see if there's a way that you can put them on, because being able to upload your own emotes is something that it's for affiliates, but I don't know if there's something that you can do if you're not an affiliate yet. So I will look into that really, really quick. If not, I'll just tell you how you do it when you are. But you can make all of your emotes now before you're affiliated. That way that they're ready to go once you hit it. Because once you start streaming on Twitch, it won't take you long. It might take just a couple of weeks or maybe just a couple of months. It took me about a month. Yeah, it took me about 4, maybe 5 weeks. And I don't stream very often. I only stream twice a week. There's some people who stream every day, so it depends also how often you stream. But go ahead and get, I don't even know how to become an affiliate. You need 50 subscribers. 50 subscribers and watch time. So you're going to start streaming first. Let me start a sprint and I'll look into a couple things for you, and you can keep asking questions and I'll see what I can answer for you. Okay? So let us do a sprint. Go ahead and let's get some work done. Aphrodite, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them and I'll see what I can find out for you. All right. How did everybody do? That went fast. Oh my gosh, that felt fast for a 20-minute sprint. We're going to do another 20-minute sprint here in a few minutes. Let me go over a couple of things. Grayson had some advice, and I put where you'll need to go, Aphrodite, also. I think there's a list that they give you and help people with their goals to hit for the affiliate. Yes, and I put how you need to get there. Sometimes I get notifications too about little things, but sometimes the notifications are filled up with Prime subscribe, like to do the Prime subscribers. Now, I will say I've only had like 3 subscribers, but I haven't been doing this very long. But you only get so many emotes that you can do. And I'm like, I have so many emotes I want to put up, but I can only do 3 right now because I've only had 3 subscribers. Like, you got to get followers, and then the next thing is to get subscribers. So once I get 15 subscribers, then I can put up more emotes. So I'm excited. Hopefully I'll get more subscribers soon. Just because I want to do more. I want to do all the fun things. I do. If I'm going to be on Twitch, I want to learn how to do all the fun things. So if I get more subscribers, I will put more emotes up, and I want to make more emotes, which is very distracting. And I think that this is for Laura, that Tara likes the name. So this is where you need to go. Actually, let me do the Twitch one. Look in notifications or go in your creator dashboard, then go to insights, and then go to achievements. And they'll let you know where you're at and what your next goal is that you need to hit. And like I said, for me, I have a couple things I need to do. One of the things I need to do is I need to get more subscribers if I want to put up more emotes. But go ahead and make your emotes now, and you can have them ready to go as soon as you hit. Like, I hit affiliate back at the beginning of sometime in April. When did I start? I started streaming in March. I hit affiliate in April, and I'm literally just doing emotes now. So you'll have yours ready. Thank you. And I'm going to show you guys what the difference is if you're on the iPad. Let me actually... I'll show you what the difference is if you're on the iPad versus if you are in Procreate and you try to just do the resize to 112 from 500. It looks very different than if you gradually do it one step at a time. Like, you could go 500, then 300, then 200. But I noticed 500 to 200 did pretty well. Yeah, I had to some people were putting in Twitch. I had to stretch, which I did. I did my arm stretch. This is one of my favorite ones. And also my posture check, which I love. I did my posture check. I did my stretch, and I hydrated. So thank you guys. Those are my favorite ones because they're things I need to do, and I don't get too distracted. I can get very distracted, guys. Thank you for coming, Ben. It's always a pleasure to work with you, too. I'm glad you came. I hope you're getting lots of stuff done. And thank you. Yes, please like the stream if you're over on YouTube. I would really appreciate it. Yes, you will get more followers. If you guys, most of you, if you're in the Authortube community, you know Aphrodite from YouTube. She's starting over on Twitch now. So if you would like to, please give her a follow. I know she would appreciate it. See, Angelita said, I'm late, but I'm ready to write. Yay. Oh, I do it. It's fun. It's fun. Even if you don't have to be a good drawer to draw. Just do it. I find it relaxing, a lot distracting, but mostly relaxing. I enjoy it. Thank you guys for reminding everybody to hit the like button. Y'all are awesome. Thank you, Vicky. 18 so far. You're going to get more. You're going to get more. And especially once you start doing live streams. And if you ever want company on a live stream, I'm happy to help you out, do some writing with you, whatever you need. Try to send people your way. I sent you a drawing on Instagram. Oh, yay! I'm going to check it on the next rent. I can't wait to see. Regina, I'm excited. Okay, guys, let's do another sprint. All right, let's get some work done. If you're writing, reading, drawing, working, whatever you're doing, let's get things done. I hope you guys have fun on this stream, but I also hope that you are getting things done. Like, we can multitask. We can do more than one thing at a time. We can have a good time and we can get things done. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and sprint in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, how did you do on that sprint? Did you get things done? I hope you did. We are going to do another sprint in a little bit. I was getting some advice. I did my first raid last week and it glitched out or something. Like I saw the person I was raiding for like just a few seconds, but then it didn't do like the raid is supposed to do. So I was a little bit bummed out about that. I know a few people told me that they did get sent over, but nothing happened. So hopefully it will not glitch out this time. I've got a couple of ways that I can do it. So I'm going to try it. If one doesn't work, I'm going to try the other one. So fingers crossed we get a good raid going today because I'm excited. I want to do all of the things. So I'm excited to try it. Let's see where we left off. Regina, I saw your drawing of the little dog. It is so cute. I love it. It was fantastic. I think you're going to have so much fun with the new iPad. Enjoy it. Try not to get too distracted. When I first got mine, it was just like all Procreate all the time. So hopefully you'll get it out of your system before camp comes next month. So you got a couple weeks to get it out of your system. This has been super helpful. Oh, you're welcome. It is my pleasure. Yeah, if I learn something and I can help you guys out, I'm more than happy to share if I can. So it was, like I said, it was a lot of fun. There were some little tricks that I'm like, this would be helpful to know. I think people should know this because it can get expensive if you're trying to buy emotes and, we're just on here trying to, make our stories and do our thing. And if you can do some of these things yourself, it would be helpful. But there are some really good creators out there that can make really beautiful emotes if you want them. And I also learned they do not want you to trace their emotes. So please don't trace their emotes. They get very upset about this. They work very hard to get beautiful, perfect emotes. They don't want you to trace them and just change the color. So be nice to artists and creators. We wouldn't want someone to do that to us, and they do not want you to do that to them. So let's be kind and create our own if we can, or buy them from them if you want to use theirs. And thank you, Kat, for all of the information. Very helpful to try and get me to do a successful raid. I really want it to work this time. Let's see. Aphrodite said, yep, still editing. Very good. I'm so glad you're getting things done. You guys are doing awesome. Charlie, I ducked out there for a moment because I went for, nice. I love a nice bike ride, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had really good weather. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't click on your comment, but I hope you had good weather for your bike ride because I love going out for bike rides and for walks. I do run sometimes, but I don't like running as much. A bike ride is way better. Yes. Eat. Take care of yourself. And continue to drawing rocks. Drawing rocks can be cool though, so. And I like the way that you draw too, Charlie, so I bet your rocks probably look like fantastic little masterpieces. And Charlie is a very good artist, guys, in case you did not know. So I'm going to show you something really quick. Why in Procreate you don't want to use the resize. You want to do it gradually instead of taking it all the way down from 500 straight to 112. It's because this is what it looks like. And I don't know if you can see the difference, but close up, I can see it's lost a lot of its color. It's lost a lot of its shape. It's pixelated, yes. We expect it to be pixelated, but the quality of the actual image actually went down more than it should have. And I don't think you have that much of a problem if you're working on Photoshop or on GIMP or something like that, where the resizing does better. So that's the only thing. I love Procreate. I will probably always use it. It's now my favorite drawing and art app, but they need to work on that. But I don't think that they anticipated someone trying to make a piece of art on 28 by 28. So, but we are, so hopefully they'll do an update where we get a better resizer, because when you do it gradually, that's what it looks like when they do it. This is the same thing. I have much more of the shape, the shape maintained, it's still well defined, and the color is better. So yeah, so do it gradually. I know it takes just it's a little bit longer. It's a couple more saving steps that you have to do, but you know, you'll have a better looking emote. So I think it's worth it. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, I had fun making my emotes. I really liked it. I have one for the hat. Let me see if I can. Someone else in the background is still showing up. Oh, the happy one. So I have the one with the hat. Just little things. This one's my favorite one. And this one, I didn't fix it yet. I thought I had fixed it, but I haven't. So I need to fix that one. And then I have my puppies. The puppies were hard to do because of the detail on the German Shepherd, because he's a puppy, but he's huge, but he's all black. So he was hard to do. But he came out okay. You can tell that he's a German Shepherd. And then the Cheagle looks kind of crazy. And then the Shih Tzu is super cute. So the puppies were hard just because I wanted to get all three of them in that same small space. Not easy. And the dark color, trying to find a way to make it look like a dog, that was hard. And then I like this one for a hype. So once I get more subscribers and I can put more emotes out there, I'm like, I'm ready. I'm so ready. So this is what you want to do, Aphrodite. You want to go ahead and get your emotes, get them ready, and I believe you're a good artist, I think, if I can remember correctly. So have them ready. I know they're going to look fabulous. Someone said you can use them in Discord as well. Yes, you can use them if you have a Discord, or you can give them to somebody. I don't know how you use them because I have not used them yet. But yes, I do know that you can share emotes on Discord. So they are absolutely right. Thank you, Regina. Yeah, they weren't easy. Especially shrinking down. I'm like, when I shrink them down, do they still look like doggies? And they do. Thank you. This is me, Aphrodite. I was like, I cannot stop making. Look at all these emotes. I'm like, I have an emote for everything, and I can't even use them yet. I'm like, I can only put up 3 right now, and then I can use the emotes for people can do the points. So I have them in the points so people can actually click on them and see some of them. So a lot of them are down there. If you redeem points, you can see what they are. But the one I wish that each individual one would pop up. I don't know if I get that when I get more followers or subscribers. I don't know if that's something that I get. So I will have to wait and see what all we get with that. But for right now, if you click on the thing to redeem the points, then you'll see what some of them look like, and I've got quite a few down there. So once you do become affiliate, you'll be able to at least put them down there and people can see them. All right, Regina, go lay down and get some rest. You're very welcome. It was my pleasure. I'm glad you're here. Guys, we're going to do one more sprint. If you're ready, we will go ahead and get that out of the way. I hope you got a lot done today. I hope you learned a little something for those of you who are on the artistic side, who like to do things on your own. And to me, you don't even really have to be a good artist in order to make emotes. If you want to keep it simple and you can make just a basic face, you want to really just stress the mouth and stress the eyes to get the expression that you want. Maybe a little bit of hands, depending on what it is. Something like it's exciting, you want to make your hands go like this. Or if you're angry, you want to just fold the arms. You don't have to be a great artist to make them. Just make it your own style, and it'll be yours, and it'll fit your channel. So make something, a simple face, even if it's just like a smiley face with eyes and a mouth to do the expressions. So you can do it. Just the process of shrinking it down once you make your picture to make sure it still looks good once it's an emote. And these are my first emotes, so who knows? A few months from now, I may redo all of them to make them look even better. I redeemed some points and saw one of yours. Oh, thank you. Let me see what you redeemed. Oh, did you do it earlier? It's probably one of the things I already did. I did some posture checks and stuff. But yeah, redeem points and I'll do something, whatever it is. It's hard for me to see because I have to make it small so I can keep an eye on StreamYard. But I'm trying to keep up with both of them. And you can make just word emotes. Yes. And the other thing is when you do add words, the words are hard to see when you shrink it down. So you want to try and do something that's going to make your words pop. You're going to want your words to be at least, you're going to want to first keep them short. Puppies is long. I might change that to pups, to just PUPS to pups. But you want to keep them like 5 letters at the most, because you're going to want the letters to take up a chunk of the space. And it's going to cover part of your face emote. That's if you're trying to do both. But yeah, you can just do words, and the same thing. You want your words to cover as much of that of your background as you can. So whatever your canvas is, when you're starting at 500 by 500, make it as big as possible to fit in that space. Keep the letters under 5 if you can keep them under 5. Some words are longer, but you'll find ways to make it work. And then when you're shrinking it down, you want to use at least a third of your emote for your words. More if you can. Depends on how much of the face you want to cover up. And for the height, I covered up mostly hair. So that's a good thing I had that space to cover up. And then I just needed her to be smiling and raising her hands to do height. So more little tricks. You guys are getting a lot of little tips, things that I've learned along the way. And yes, awesome. Awesome. All right. Okay, let's do one more sprint, guys. We'll do a cool down sprint. And then after the sprint, we will try to do a raid. I'm excited. All right, that is time. I am not quite done editing this video. I've got a little bit more tweaking to do on it, and then I will be done. So hopefully I will be finished with it in the next 45 minutes or so, I'm thinking. And it's pretty close to how I want it. Editing videos is not my jam, but gotta do what you gotta do. Am I right? All right, you guys, let me know in the comments, how did you do? Let me know. Let me know. Let's see, where are we? Tara said this is, I'm so glad. But it's your first ones. They don't need to be perfect. That's okay. Let me see, where are we? All right, so we are here. Lucy Good says, hey, just realized this is the final sprint. So sad that I missed the stream. That's okay. I will be back on Saturday night. If you guys have any questions, or if anyone wants to go through making emotes again, we can do it again. Don't worry. I actually want to make more. So who knows? I might just spend a stream making some. I've got some emotions that I have not drawn out yet that I kind of want to do. That way, I have them already. Like, I have a whole set, like, just waiting for me to be able to post them all. So, I mean, why not? Yeah, it's okay. Yes, awesome. Thank you. I would appreciate that, of course. And I hope it's helpful for you too. And I hope you get lots of stuff done. Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted it to kind of like, I wanted emotes that just go with my channel. So I was like, I'm just going to make them myself. Plus, I like to draw. So win-win. Yeah, editing videos takes a while. Like, but it's part of being on Authortube, am I right? It's like, you take the good with the bad. Like, we get to talk with people and, talk about books, talk about what we're writing, but then we have to edit videos, and that's less fun and very time consuming, but it's okay. It's okay. I finished a chapter and started another. Yay! Somebody got to write tonight. I'm so happy for you. Oh my goodness. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that you guys got lots of things done. If you are on YouTube, if you follow Devin Cutting, he has a playlist of all of the YouTubers that he can find. So you can always find someone to write with and just look for them under that name right there. Right now, I am going to try and do a raid on Charlie to their channel. Hopefully it works. Yes, it's much harder. Yes. The editing of videos is like the not fun part, but getting to talk to everybody and meet people that have things in common with you, super fun. So you got, like, I think that's editing in general, right? Like, a lot of people are like, we don't want to edit our work, our writing. The fun part is creating it and putting it out there. The editing part's less fun. But what I like about editing, I tell myself it's going to be a positive experience, because when you're done editing, whether it's a video or music, or if you're editing your writing, once you're done editing, you have a better product. Like, what you come up with, it's like golden. So editing is so necessary. Oh, did someone post the playlist link? If you go to his channel, all he has is playlists. So just click on playlists. and he'll have all of the playlists for every single day. It's really, really cool. So if you're on YouTube and you ever need someone to write with, Devin has the hookup. It's awesome. All right. I have got to go. I'm going to grab something to eat, and then I'm going to finish editing videos. So yay. And while I'm editing, I'm going to be hanging out with Charlie in their chat. So I'm going to send everyone over there right now. If you are on Twitch, and I think we have 6 people right now watching from Twitch still, and everybody else is over on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, hop on over, have a good time. It was my pleasure writing with you. Again, I am Nia, the Vixen of Fiction, here on YouTube and on Twitch. And you can also follow me on Instagram. You guys, you're welcome. If you're not following me over on Twitch, please follow. I am slowly but surely learning all of the things over on Twitch. And I like all of the things about Twitch. So I'm trying to do better and just get better at it. I stream on Wednesdays at 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock, depending on, I alternate between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock on Wednesdays. And then I stream every Saturday night at 8 o'clock. We do a night write, and I usually stream with friends on Saturday night. So this Saturday, Charlie will be on with me, and we're going to have Jessica. We're going to talk about all of our little crafty things, and we're going to talk about how we're trying to save our plant babies. I have some interesting things have been happening with this plant that I've been trying to propagate. It is not going how I thought it was going to go, but the plant is still alive. So we shall talk about it while we write on Saturday night. So join us then. I hope you come back. And everybody who's on Twitch, if you're ready, let's try to do this raid. I'm going to hang on for a second. If it doesn't work, I will try to do it again. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming. It was so fun writing with you, and I hope to see you again. Bye.